to the channel. Man United, this club, this one. We've just beaten the noisy neighbors. We've shut them up. They've been making noise. What's the final score at full time? Can somebody please let me know how the Manchester derby has just gone? People are busy telling me Chelsea's playing. Well, wait for Chelsea. Bro, we're not in the title race, so we don't care what Chelsea do. We're talking about Man United here. We've just destroyed the bitter enemy. Well, destroyed is a bit of a stretch, but hey, 2-1 win for Man United. The shades are out. We're in a good mood. Everything is going nicely. My fan is on, so because it's bloody hot. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the chat if it's too loud. Please let me know. Also, let me know, is the audio coming across fine or not? And to everybody who's watching live right now, please hit the like button, guys. Let's get the like numbers up. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel, and please do subscribe. You know, let's grow the channel. Let's get the channel. I said by the end of the year, if we at least hit 300 subscribers, I know it's not a lot, but hey, we're just starting out, so give us a chance. Let me know in the comment section. Can you hear me? That's what I'm asking. Can you guys hear me? It's very hot today. Okay, so we're showing a thumbs up, so I'm guessing you can hear me. Lira, GGMU, bro. This team has made us suffer. We have suffered under Erik ten Hag. He's now gone. We've now got Ruben Amorim, the Portuguese manager, my manager. I've suffered, bro, for years. We might finally have the guy. This is the guy. Let's not forget, Amorim is the same guy who dunked on Pep Guardiola's head top just what? About a month ago? 4-0? Was it 4-0 or 4-1? Guys in the chat, let me know. I think Sporting beat City. Is it 4-0 if not 4-1? So you guys just let me know what the score was. But he beat him then. People said it was a fluke. He came to the Premier League. He's beaten him again. So I don't know if you can have a fluke by beating someone time and time again and still call it a fluke. Yeah, I'm seeing Lila is indicating that it was 4-1. So if we're saying that our current manager beat the great Pep Guardiola 4-1, and then today hit him again 2-1, I have no complaints. My club might finally be back, and I cannot wait for it. Like I keep saying, God knows we have suffered as Man United fans. This thing is being a bit too loud. I'm going to switch it on whenever it gets too hot. But God knows we've suffered proper, guys. Like we have really suffered. Just one sec. People are blowing up my phone. And just respond to this guy. Put it aside. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. And for those who are not new to the channel, just try and just ensure that you've got the notification button on. That way, when I go live, you get notified immediately, and you don't have to wait for me. You get what I'm saying? So turn those notification buttons on. And let's subscribe to the channel. Let's grow the channel, man. 271 subscribers. Not a great number, like I keep saying. It's a small number, but humble beginnings, like they say. Let's try and get it to 300 by the end of the year. We've got what? What's the date today? Is it the... I don't even know what the date is. I do know, actually. Chris Brown's concert was the 14th. So today's the 15th. So we've got 15 days to get about 29 subscribers. If we just get at least 10 people subscribing in this video, then we'll be cooking. But anyways, Triple X says XXX is the king. Says hi. Rita says Amorim did it twice in 2 different leagues with 2 different teams. That's what I'm saying. Let me put the shades back on. My manager has beaten Pep Guardiola twice in the past 2 months. Which other manager in the world can say that? I mean, we literally went to his... We beat him at home in Portugal because, hey, don't get it twisted. As Man United fans, Sporting is our second team. It's basically our sister club, our feeder club. So us beating City at home in the Sporting Lisbon ground was a win for us. We've done it again. Today, we said, you know what? Let's give him a chance. Let's go to his own backyard. We've gone to his backyard and we've dunked on him again. Don't you ever dare disrespect my star boy, Amad Diallo. People were talking shit on this boy's name. Sorry for swearing so early into the video. Apologies. I'll try and keep it at a minimum. But basically, people were talking so much rubbish about my boy Amad Diallo. They said, why is Garnacho not in the lineup? Why is Rashford not in the lineup? We don't need those guys, bro. I've been telling you the guys, Rashford is finished and Garnacho is just a bum. Also, we've been seeing rumors about players leaking out teams with journalists that they know. We've heard about Garnacho's brother leaking out the team as well. I don't know how true that is, so I'm not going to lie and pretend to know whether that's true or not. All I can say is that Garnacho has not been playing well in this team under Amorim, and I just don't know how he fits into this team. However, if you talk about my star boy Amad Diallo, I get it, Ruben. I even said it in one of my videos. I said, after the 5 things we learned watching Man United, I said, in as much as I'm loving the work that Amad is doing in the wing-back position, I said, this boy's not a wing-back. This boy is one of the 210s behind Rasmus. Put him there. Let him cook from there. Get Amad as close to goal as you possibly can, and this boy will cause havoc. And that's exactly what I did tonight. We saw both the goals they came from Amad. If you play FPL, you know he walked away with a goal and an assist. But according to Premier League, he just walked away with a goal. That's now 9 goals and assists in the last 9 games that this boy has been involved in for Man United. This is the same kid who that bald fraud, Erik ten Hag, refused to play. He was benching him for flipping Anthony, who, to be fair, when he came on, he looked a bit positive, although he did do his own bozo thing. But more often than not, he looked a bit positive. But the point I'm trying to make is this is one of our best players. And just like Sancho, Ten Hag almost fumbled it. Remember, this is Ahmad's final year on his contract. It's his last year. So if we were not taking him seriously, giving him game time, he was going to end up leaving the club. And who would be to blame for that? Because you're not going to blame Ten Hag. Ten Hag's not here anymore. But anyways, enough about Ten Hag. United have just won. We've gone to the, what is it called? The Etihad. Not the Etihad, but the Etihad as they call it. We've beaten City. And it's just beautiful. Like, the thing which was irritating me the most while watching that game, Man City weren't even good. Like, they genuinely were not good. Like, if you watch that game tonight, City were just, it just looked like we were just playing some average team. And then, for us to lose in that manner, if we had actually lost, I would have been annoyed. Because, how are you losing to a team that's not even getting out of, I don't know, 3rd gear? They were relaxed. They weren't pressing us. They went on our necks. They were just chilled, bro. Kyle Walker, as finished as he is, I was shouting at the screen in the first half to say, guys, can somebody actually try and go past Kyle Walker? He's not good. This guy is finished. He is finished. As for that Matheus Nunes, he was playing at left back. Amad, I'm saying, Amad, my guy, I trust you. Have a go at this guy. He's not a left back. Amad went at him, and guess what? We went past him, and we ended up winning. We got a goal and an assist. But anyways, I'm seeing Bulenda saying that Amad is a bowler. He's literally our best player. He is. I've said it before. My top 3, like in this team, right, in this whole squad, I don't rate most of these players in this squad. I'd rather have them go, and I'd probably keep maybe 6 or 7 players at most. Because if I'm taking care of or I'm in charge of the Man United side, right? Guess who okay, no, I just saw someone text me. But anyways, if I'm looking at players who are untouchable in this current Man United setup, Amad Diallo is a no-go. You cannot sell him. You have to get rid of a lot of players that are the dead wood, but Amad is a no-go. Mainu is a no-go. I know he hasn't been having the best of season so far, but he'll come right. Mainu is a no-go. Lenny Euro is a no-go. Who else is a no-go? It starts to become a bit tricky now because Mazraoui is a no-go because he's one of our best players as well. And then you have people who like Ugarte, who I can't lie, when we first signed him, I said, this guy looks stiff, bro. He doesn't look like he's comfortable in possession of the ball. He looks like he just wants to give the ball away all the time. But today, I have to give him his flowers. Manuel Ugarte, he was very, very good today, bro. He was so, so good. Like, I saw him, I saw Ugarte actually winning the ball back, keeping it tidy, keeping it simple. Like, it's like the famous quote from Fred. He said, I carry the piano so that the superstars can shine. That's what Ugarte is doing now in this team. He's not going to do anything outstanding. He's not going to hit a long-range shot from distance and score from there. He's not going to do anything amazing. He just wants to get the ball, win tackles, and give it to the better players and let them dictate the tempo. You get what I'm saying? That's all he wants. But apart from that, I thought he played well. But as I was saying, Ugarte is another player who I think we definitely we might start seeing a better player basically in Ugarte. So I'd consider keeping him. I wouldn't get rid of him just yet. I'd keep him. Who else is there that I'd keep? People like Mason Mount, rubbish, get rid of him. Rashford, rubbish, get rid of him. Flipping Lindelof, get rid. Malacia, get rid. Dalot was excellent for us last season, but this season has been rubbish. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he's just playing absolute nonsense. It really is playing nonsense. So I don't know what's going on there, but it's just nonsense. Who else is there? Onana, another one we need to get rid of. Sell this guy, bro. He's not a serious goalkeeper. I know today he didn't make any stupid mistake to cost us, but Onana will always have that bozo gene in him. He can play well for game after game after game, but at some point you just know he's going to make a big mistake and it's going to cost you. Guaranteed. He will definitely make that mistake. So someone like Onana, get rid. You go to the back. Maguire today, to be fair to him, he looked solid. He didn't really make any mistakes, which led to City scoring for us or anything like that. But De Ligt, I'm 50-50. Half the games I see him play and I'm like, what a player, very solid, good defensively, good in the air, good player. But the other games I'm like, I don't know. Like today, he didn't play in that centre-back position, but instead he played on the right side of the back three, which Amorim did intentionally because he wanted Maguire in the middle, which, like I said, Maguire played well, so fair enough to him. But today, De Ligt was on the right. I didn't think he was bad, but he was, in fact, if anything, he was solid because Doku, who was trying to cause problems on the right side, he wouldn't get past Mazraoui, and whenever he would get past Mazraoui, De Ligt would be there to clean up. So he did well. He did well today. But let me just go through some of the comments here. Rita is saying that Ten Hag must be rehired and sacked again for benching Ahmed. Bro, that guy needs to be handed over to the police. I think he's in Netherlands, back in his home country right now, in the Netherlands. All I will say is anybody here who has the authorities, the numbers for the Dutch police, call them. Erik ten Hag is an absolute terrorist and he needs to be arrested. And then we've obviously got morons like Ferhat Yakut. I'm assuming he doesn't support Man United. He's probably a City fan, so you can hold that. Noob says, why are you not watching Chelsea? Bro, why would I watch a game when I know you guys are going to smoke them? Who are you even playing? Is it Southampton? Brentford. You're probably going to smoke them. I mean, let's be honest. Brentford they're very good at home, but away from home, they're useless. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if Chelsea won by like 4 or 5 goals to 1. My score prediction right now, I don't even know. I know the game's already started. It's probably 21 minutes in, but I'd predict Chelsea to win by about 4-1 win for Chelsea. So why watch that? Also, I'll probably join after the live. Nkululego says GGMU. Hey, that's my guy. Liverpool fan. I know you're just happy. You're not happy that United won. You're more happy that City lost. So fair, the game is the game. Rita says sell Mount. He's literally not offering us anything. Bro, Mason Mount is never gonna make it at Man United. Another criminal offense which is committed by Ten Hag. He signed Mason Mount, gave him the number 7, our most iconic shirt. He gave it to Mason Mount. This guy ran for 13 minutes today and decided he was tired. He said, bro, I can't do it anymore. Replace me. Bro, why did we sign him? The fact that we signed Mason Mount for £65 million with 2 years left on his contract, but then we chose to give Jadon Sancho to Chelsea for 25 million, all because Ten Hag wanted him out of the team. A number of atrocities which have been committed by Erik ten Hag in this great football club. I'm telling you, a lot. There's way too many than I can count. The 7-0, don't forget. The 6-0 to City. Is it 6-0 or 6-1? Bro, there's just been too many to count. Way too many. But it is what it is. Mount should be sold as well in the summer. In fact, in January, if we can get anyone willing to pay at least like £20 million, take the hit on him, get rid. Honestly. Ngululego says, oh my God, so happy. I can only imagine Manchester is red again. Bro, we've had to watch these fake City fans make noise here. All these 5-6 guys or something. Look, I'll be fair, not all of them are fake, right? There's about 6 Man City fans that I know, and about 4 of them are true fans. The rest, I know they support Chelsea, maybe even Arsenal, but because they saw things weren't going well on the other side, they decided to go to City. But the rest of them, the other 4 guys that I actually know, they're City fans, but they just have to hold it. They just have to suffer and watch us win, because we came to your home ground. You're used to beating us week in, week out. Whenever we play them, especially under Ten Hag, if that game was played under Ten Hag today, we would have lost. And we wouldn't have lost 1-0, because remember, we were losing 1-0. We would have lost 2 or 3-0. Because why? In as much as City have been in a very poor form, right? Ten Hag would have set up differently. He wouldn't have inspired the team. We would have just done nonsense. We would have just lost horribly. So the fact that we went to them, and you know what I'm loving the most about this victory? We weren't even like scintillating. We weren't like brilliant. We were just alright. Just like City, they were alright. We were also alright. And the fact that we won it from a stupid head loss mistake from flipping Matthias Nunes, chowing Ahmad in the box. Unnecessarily so, because Ahmad had the chance to shoot, but he dilly-dallied. He got the ball. Instead of taking it first time, he tried to go in the box. Nunes didn't have to dive in. It reminded me of that stupid tackle by flipping, is it Bissouma against Chelsea last week. Unnecessary tackle, and it's an obvious penalty. So as soon as he chowed him, I said, thank you, Jesus. Penalty. Bruno's not missing this. He's been rubbish all game, but guess what? Watch him cover the stinker by an actual penalty. And hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. In as much as I don't rate Bruno Fernandes as a player, I rate his penalty-taking abilities. So as soon as they said penalty, I said it's 1-1. It's done. I was already talking to the boys in the group chat to say, guess what? He's about to equalize. That's exactly what he did. And to see him do the stupid celebration to say, why always me? Hey, do it, brother. These City fans need to be humbled. They need to be taken back to life before Sheikh Mansour and all his money. They forgot that these are the guys who had Benjamin Waru. Shout out my guys in SA, just like me, who know the PSL. Benjamin Waru played for Cosmos. What is it? Is it Jomo Cosmos? What's that? Jomo Cosmos Football Club. You know that team. You know that team, guys. You know that team. So for them to go from a guy who used to play for Jomo Cosmos to playing for Man City, then to go from such players like Benjamin to Haaland, to guys like De Bruyne, world-class players. No, they need to be humble. Take them back to days where they had no good players. Take them back there. You see? So as Ngulego said, Manchester is red. You can see the badge right there. You can see the name. Don't be confused. The city is red. Okay? None of this blue moon nonsense. I mean, I grew up in an era where Alex Ferguson, he didn't even used to consider them. Our rivals were Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. Those were the only rivals. None of this Spurs nonsense, none of this Man City nonsense. We considered them to be noisy neighbors. That's all they were. That's all they were. Pep Guardiola comes, they turn into some well-oiled machine and they go and win a 4-peat. How can you win 4 Premier League titles in a row, bro? Taking the piss. But anyways, let me go through the rest of the comments. Brenda says, let's lock down De Ligt. What do you mean? Are you mean saying is that a good game or is it a bad game? Because like I said, with me it's 50-50. Some days it's good, some days it's bad. Beggy says, Lo, you even wearing shades and, and sipping wine. I don't like it. No, it's not even wine, bro. Like, last night I was out and I'm so tired, bro. I am so tired. I haven't been to a concert in a minute. So I went to Chris Brown's concert last night and it was lit. I'm not gonna lie. I know the people who are there right now currently are enjoying themselves because that guy is a performer. Chris Brown is a performer. I don't care. Guys were telling me, sell your ticket. Why would you go support that guy? This, then, that. I don't give a fuck. I went and I enjoyed. I got my money's worth. And if I could, I'd do it again today. It's just that I'm tired. And obviously, I'm not going to go watch the same concert twice in a row. So it is what it is. So today, I'm literally just moving energy drinks, my guy. That's it. That's all I'm drinking today. But yeah, anyways, you can hold it because I know you're a City fan, so, and I know you're out partying, so thanks for joining the stream. Drop a like and then you can vamoose back to your party, my boy. UJ, just kidding. I'm gonna ask him this, my boy Biggie. He says Nunes had a ticket with Betway. He probably did. He probably did. I've seen Onana have moments where I'm like, nah, Onana definitely bet against us. So for him to just literally fly into Amad Diallo, unnecessarily so, like I keep saying, he didn't have to fly into Amad Diallo, but he flew into him and he chowed him. So we'll take it. We'll take the penalty, guys. We'll take it. As Man United fans, we're happy. Urenda says leaning on giving him a responsible contract. I mean, he's got what? Doesn't he have a new like? Are you saying like? I mean, I think he's got a 5-year deal. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing with me is, like I keep saying, he's there are days where I'm very happy with him. He's very good. One thing I can rely on with Delete is his aerial presence in both boxes. Well, whilst we're attacking and defending, he's very good. But that actually brings me to an interesting point. We keep considering from corners, guys. What's going on here? Excuse me, we need to get a new set piece coach, because we cannot be every time we consider free kick, right? I'm worried, or a corner, because I'm thinking to myself, flip, they're just gonna put it into the box and they're gonna score because we can't defend them. And to be fair, today I know it was a deflection because De Bruyne tried to whip the cross in from the edge of the box, but it deflected from Ahmad, so basically landed perfectly from Gvardiol, who scored the goal to put Man City up in front. So I hear that. However, if we're being totally honest, we're conceding way too many goals from corners. Like, look at Arsenal. They've got that guy, what's his name? Jova, the set piece coach. That guy knows what he's doing. If anything, if anybody should be getting paid big bucks at Arsenal Football Club, it's Jova, the assistant. It's not even an assistant manager. He's a set piece coach. He should be earning the most money at that club, because he's the one that's carrying the team. They've turned into Stoke, and that's exactly what it is. Like, literally, right? These guys had the gall to be complaining yesterday to say that Everton came and parked the bus. Of course they came and parked the bus. That's what you've been doing all season. Arsenal have been parking the bus the whole season, whether they're playing against big sides or small sides. So for them to come against a side like Everton under Sean Dyche, who we all know is going to park the bus, and he actually parks it successfully, now they want to start complaining to say, oh no, it's not fair, Everton are not looking to play football. Bro, relax. How about you actually try and play some good football in open play and try and win your games? Because it's like all you guys are relying on nowadays is corners. If Arsenal don't get a corner, they don't do anything. So for me, personally, I think Arteta needs to relax. The same way Erling Haaland told him, he said, stay humble, eh? To be fair, Haaland is the one who's having to be humble right now because he's been rubbish. If you own him on FPL, I don't know what you're doing. I sold this guy about, 5-6 game weeks ago, and my life has been a breeze because my assets are performing. He's not doing anything. He's just rubbish. So if you do play FPL, I'm getting notifications on my phone from Chelsea fans telling me that they're watching the Chelsea game. It is what it is, guys. Watch your Chelsea game. I'm sure you're probably winning right now. Someone update me on the live. Are Chelsea winning? I think they are. They probably are. What's the score? What's the latest score? Because they're playing Brentford, and Brentford are not good away from home. So I'm expecting Chelsea to win today. What's the score there, guys? Someone please let me know in the chat. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. We concede way too many corners as Man United, and I think we're at a point where we need to get a set piece coach. Because I know we brought a new one under Ten Hag, but I believe we all know Ten Hag was useless. So the guys who were hired whilst Ten Hag was there are not necessarily performing. So get rid of the current set piece coach and get a new one. Get a new one, honestly. Andres says, if Bruno Fernandes had not missed that, it would have been 3-1. Bro, Bruno missed a one-on-one. I was swearing at the TV at that time. It's a good thing I was not live streaming, man. Because if I was live streaming, yeah, they probably would have cancelled me. Because I was screaming at the TV to say, Bruno Fernandes, you bum. How are you missing a one-on-one? You're supposed to score that. You missed. But I was just like, you know what? Let me stay calm. Let me reserve my comments for after the game. But at the end of the day, he scored the penalty, so that's all that matters. Debza says, just arrived. Have you started talking about Ugarte's performance? My God. Bro, I was talking earlier and I was like, I quoted, what's his name, Fred. He used to say that he carries the piano so that the superstars can shine. In the sense that Ugarte just does the dirty work. All he has to do is go and actually try and, he has to try and win the ball back from the opposition, then give it to the better players, and then have them create chances for us to win the game. So for him to be doing what he's doing, I'm happy. I have to be honest, I wasn't 100% convinced on Ugarte when we signed him, but tonight he cooked. He did the simple things simple. He was making tackles, winning the ball back, giving it to the better players. Win the ball back, give it to Bruno. Win the ball back, give it to Kobe. Win the ball back, give it to flipping Ahmad or Mazraoui or whoever was open. So Ugarte is growing into the shirt. I have to admit, I wasn't too confident. When we signed him, I said, I don't know anything about this guy. Let me wait and see what happens. I watched him about the first 2-3 games and I said, this guy might stink, you know. It doesn't look like he knows how to pass a ball unless if he's passing like a 5-yard pass. But what happened was today he was very good. I know people are going to say Ahmad is man of the match, and I understand because he got the goal and the assist. But I would understand someone if they wanted to make a shot for Ugarte to be man of the match. He wasn't my man of the match, but I thought he played very well. Speaking of which, maybe I should do someone move to the player ratings for today's game. Obviously, for those who are watching, if you're not quite sure how I usually do it, I do my player ratings ranging from 0 being poor, 5 being average, and 10 being excellent. So, in at number 1, Andre Onana. Like I said, he didn't have much to do today. I could see that mistake which he made against Victoria Pleasant during the week was in his head because he got the ball, he dilly-dallied, and then he made a mistake, which led to Victoria Pleasant scoring. So today, whenever he got the ball, he was not wasting time. He was hitting it long or passing it to whoever was open, whether it was Mazraoui or De Ligt or Maguire, which was good to see. But other than that, the goals they scored, there's nothing you could have done about it. Maybe you could have tried to come out and claim it or maybe try and punch it or something. But apart from that, I didn't really see anything bad from Onana. So I'm just going to give him a slightly above average 6. And then moving it on to right wing back, we had Nusa Mazraoui there. I thought he was fantastic. This guy, £12 million signing. £12 million for Nusa Mazraoui. In today's market, whereby fullbacks are going for about 40-50 million pounds, he's an absolute bargain. And for me, when you consider the 5 players we signed, Ugarte, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Zirkzee, and Lenny Yoro. Obviously, Yoro's been out injured for most of the season. But those 4 guys, amongst those 4 guys we signed, Ugarte has head and shoulders been signing of the season so far for us. Without a shadow of a doubt, he was that good. He's been that good throughout the season. And tonight was no exception. He was good, just as good. Ugarte is doing his thing. Mazraoui is doing his thing. And if I was to give him a rating tonight, I would probably give him, because he locked down Jeremy Doku, if you're being honest. Doku tried to do his jiggy-majiggy thing where he tries to dribble past him, but I think if he did beat him, it was probably once, if at most, maybe twice. So for me, Mazraoui gets a standard. For him, it's standard. If he's had a bad game, he usually gets a 7. That's how high the bar is when it comes to Mazraoui. So for me tonight, Mazraoui, I thought he was a 7.5 out of 10. So it was a good rating. Moving on to the back 3, we had De Ligt on right centre back. He wasn't in his usual centre back position. He was on the right. I didn't necessarily see anything bad from him, but I didn't necessarily think he was a colossal either. I thought he was good. I'm gonna give him a 6.5. 6.5. It's not a bad score. I just didn't think there was anything amazing from him today. He wasn't poor, but he wasn't good. So I'm gonna give him a 6.5. The actual central centre back tonight was Harry Maguire. Maguire, how much do I give him? I thought he was good. When he gets the ball, he likes to do those diagonals, and a few times he did it well today. I'm not a huge fan of Harry Maguire, but if a player does well, I'll give him the flowers. So for me, Maguire gets a 7. I thought he was good. We had Lisandro Martinez on the left. This guy's been worrying me all season, guys. He's been looking very, very shaky, especially in this back 3 for Amorim. When Dalot goes forward and leaves him alone and having to cover the left flank, he worries me. He really, really does. But today, he did his job. He was professional. He cleared the ball when he needed to clear. He controlled it when he needed to control it. He did his thing, guys. He did his thing. So I'm going to be fair. I'm going to give Lisandro Martinez a 7 is a bit high. I'm going to give him a 6.5. I'm going to give him a 6.5. And then left wing back, Diogo Dalot. It was rubbish. Another one of my favorite players. It was rubbish. I have to be honest. It doesn't seem to be working for him in this back 3 formation. He's not a wing back. He's either a left back or a right back. But when you ask him to do the job, bombing up and down the pitch as a wing back, he doesn't seem to be able to do the job. I was giving him, I was making excuses for him in the past couple of weeks, saying that, oh no, it's because he's been playing on the left, put him on the right. But we saw what happens if you play him on the right, in the wing back position. He was still bad. So maybe Amorim should consider playing him in one of the back 3 positions instead of a wing back. The same way he was playing Mazraoui in the past couple of games as the right centre back and Ahmad on the actual wing back. But he's now realised Ahmad needs to go forward and he's moved Mazraoui on the wing back role, which he can actually do. So I'm happy with that. So maybe move Dalot into one of the back 3 positions. Maybe, I don't know. But today he was poor. He wasn't like horrendous, but Again, sloppy in the final third, getting chances to cross balls into the box, but not doing anything about it. It was poor. Again, one of my favorites, but I have to be honest. So for me, Dalot gets an average 5 out of 10. Moving it on to the midfield two, we had Casemiro. Sorry. We had Bruno Fernandes and Kobe Mainoo. Well, Kobe Mainoo came on for Mason Mount. So basically, the two was Ugarte and Bruno. So Ugarte, as I was saying, as Debs I was alluding to, today he was very, very good. He was that good, and it's jobs for players like him that are very underrated that you don't necessarily see, because he's not gonna score a long range shot from 30 yards or make one of those sexy passes or switch the balls, make those diagonal passes. It's not his game, but what he was doing today was very, very important and very effective. He gave us legs and energy in the middle of the park today. So for that, I'm gonna give him a very high score. People might think I'm going over the top or whatever, but for me, Ugarte gets an 8 out of 10. I thought he was very, very good. He was excellent, in fact. So Ugarte gets an 8. Next to him, as I said, was Bruno Fernandes. A mixed bag of emotions when it comes to Bruno. I thought first half, I'll be honest, when he was being played deep, he wasn't that bad, right? He wasn't giving the ball away too many times. However, when Kobe came on, it's like, I thought I was a bit confused. Is Kobe now in the 10s because he's come on for Mount, or is Bruno now moving forward and Kobe moving backward? But it seemed like they were just rotating. But to be fair to Bruno, in as much as I don't like him, first half I thought he kept the ball well. He didn't try to do too many fancy things. My problem with Bruno came in the second half, where he started doing stupid shit, passing the ball, losing it every 2 seconds. I was like, okay, Bruno, come on, man, you're being irritating. Especially the part where he missed the one-on-one. I was like, Bruno, I'm going to break the TV now because of you. You can't be doing this nonsense. You can't. But to be fair to him, like I said, he had a very up and down game. On one hand, he played well. On the other, it was very bad. But what I will say is he scored the all-important penalty. That penalty gives momentum to us. It shatters Manchester City's momentum, because we all know right now City are fragile. They know they're in a bad form, bad run of games. I think they've lost 8 of the last 11 games. So them conceding in a late minute, like in the manner which they conceded late in the game, was always going to bring the momentum towards us. So him being able to score that penalty and make it 1-1, he deserves credit for that. So for that, I'm going to give him a 6.5 as a rating, Bruno Fernandes. I'm not going to give him a 7 because, like I said, there was a lot of loose balls which he had. He gave the ball away lots of times. He didn't play well. It was quite annoying at times. So I'm going to give him a 6.5. I think that's more than enough. I think that's fair. Moving it on to the front three, Mason Mount came off very early. Came off after 13 minutes. There's no point talking about him. NA. Kobe Mainoo came on for him. Kobe tried to keep things simple as well, just like Ugarte. A few times he had the chance on the counter, but the final ball was either maybe too heavy or too loose. It wasn't great from Kobe. But it wasn't like awful either. So I'm just going to give him a slightly above average 6, and that's it. And then obviously Rasmus Højlund, our number 9, another player I don't rate. I really, really don't rate him. I've always said that even if he was to score 50 goals in a season, I still wouldn't rate him. What people need to understand is, just because a player scores goals doesn't necessarily mean they're world class. You get what I'm saying? I mean, what's his name? This guy. Romelu Lukaku. He played for Man United, played for Chelsea, and he scored goals for both clubs. But guess what? That doesn't mean he's a top Premier League striker. He's not. He's not a top Premier League striker. So it is what it is. Højlund for me today, he didn't score, but I'm not saying he didn't play well because he didn't score. He just didn't play well in general. In fact, it's not that he didn't even play well. He was quite anonymous, if you ask me. But I understood why Amorim started him and kept him on the pitch for as long as he did, because he did score 2 good goals in the week for us in the Europa League. So it is what it is. I don't rate the kid. However, what can I say? I'm gonna give him he tried, man. He tried to fight. He tried to. He wasn't like losing the ball a lot, but he wasn't getting the ball a lot. So I can't necessarily just blame Rasmus. I have to be fair. However, he was non-existent, if you ask me. So I'm just gonna give him a slightly, and I feel like this is a generous one. I'm gonna give him a generous 6. I'm gonna give him a generous 6, and that basically covers everyone who started the game for us. I think the only one who came off the bench was Anthony, and he had a bit of an impact. He did. I'm not gonna rate him though. I'm not gonna give him a player rating. But he did come off the game and come off the bench and did his thing. Who else was there? Zirkzee didn't really do anything. Who else came on? Kobe I already spoke of. Lindelof came on towards the end, cleared a few balls, didn't really do much. But all in all, Man United won, and happy days. Honestly, happy days. It's just a matter of now. I'm gonna watch Chelsea the second half because I can see it's 21:43, so it means it's 2 minutes away from half time. So I'm most probably gonna wrap up the live in the next few minutes, maybe in the next 10-15 minutes, and then I'm gonna move on to go watch the Chelsea game. But apart from that, United won. Manchester's red. Our enemies can keep on crying. For me, it's been a glorious weekend. Like I said, I was out at the concert last night. My voice was gone. I wasn't even sure I'd be able to do a live stream today. My voice was gone. It's back, thankfully enough. My legs hurt. I'm tired. I just want to relax at home. Like I said, I'm just drinking energy drink tonight. Nothing, no booze, nothing like that. I'm just going to chill and relax at home. Yeah, man, let me just see. Did I cover all of the comments? And the Chinny says that, oh, what an interesting, let me see. What an interesting and happy day. Of course, as a Man United fan, the happy days are back. Things are working, we're winning, we're not struggling like we were under Ten Hag. And I know people were waiting to come out and say that Amorim has now lost 3 games in a row in the Premier League. You have to relax. Just keep quiet and relax, because Amorim, we don't do that here. We don't lose 3 in a row. We keep on winning. Even I know we lost 2 in a row, but we were not going to lose the 3rd game. I genuinely thought that today's game would probably get a draw. I thought my prediction was 2-2 draw. But then at the same time, I kind of thought to myself, these guys have embarrassed me more than enough. They have, and now they're probably going to go get smashed by Man City. So, but I was just like, you know what, I'm choosing to believe that we won't lose. I want to predict a 2-2 draw. In the end, we got better than a draw. We got all 3 points. We won the game. So, hey, happy days. We move. I think I'm just going to touch on the other few big clubs. Like I always say, we focus on the big 6. Who else played? Arsenal drew 0-0, as I said earlier on. Mikel Arteta. How about you try and play some football? Not every day you must rely on corners and flipping set pieces and free kicks and penalties. How about you actually play some football? This guy has spent £750 million in 6 years at Arsenal, and he still can't get them to play good football. You've got bowlers like Odegaard. You've got Saka. You've got people like Leandro Trossard on your bench. You've got some good players. Declan Rice is there. Solid defense. Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, a bowler. You've got a decent keeper in Raya. How about you try and play some decent football instead of this nonsense of just hoofing the ball off the pitch? Come on, guys. Come on. Anyways, Arsenal dropped points. For me personally, I think they're out. I think the title is done. Arsenal, I think Arsenal out of the title race. People are sleeping on Chelsea Football Club. And I'm telling you, if they win this league title, Enzo Maresca, when I spoke about him and I said, people are sleeping on them, they said, Chelsea's hiring a guy who's playing games. They're hiring a guy who, he's just won the championship. This is the Premier League. He's not going to do anything. If he wins now, I don't know how Chelsea are doing. They're probably losing for all I know. But I'm going to guess they're winning. But if they win tonight, I think they go like 2 points off of Liverpool. I think Liverpool have a game in hand though. But basically Chelsea would go tonight. By the end of the day, the game would end with Chelsea being 2 points off Liverpool. They don't want to admit they're in a title race, but we all know they're in a title race. They just don't have the bottle. They don't want to say it. Woody, I know you're watching the stream. Come out and say it with your chest. Ducks, say it with your chest, bro. Your team is in a title race. Why are you so scared of being in a title race? Go for it. Are you scared that you're going to bottle it or something? I mean, come on. Debza says that should we consider starting Garnacho and Rashford against Spurs? I don't know what's going on with those guys. I just know that they weren't part of the traveling squad to the game tonight. As for what reason, I don't know. Maybe someone can let me know. Did Amorim say anything before the game? Because I literally started with the game. I turned the TV on just when the players were walking onto the pitch, so I didn't even get to see the pre-match press conferences or the reason. Because I'm quite sure in the press conference they would have asked Amorim that why wasn't Rashford and Garnacho part of the match day traveling squad. So I don't know. Someone in the chat, let me know. Did they say why they're not? Are they injured? Are they not available? What's going on? Maybe Tibza, you can tell me, because I'm sure you watched the pre-match press conference for Amorim. Let me know what they said. But if it's a situation where we're saying that they injured, or I don't know, they were not fit for today's game, that means that they've gotten rest, right? And I believe we're playing Spurs next in the Carabao Cup. Is it the quarterfinals, I think? But now my thing is, if we're playing them on Tuesday or Wednesday, it wouldn't be Tuesday though, because we just played today on Sunday. Maybe we'll play them Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, if they fit and available, then why not? You can give them a chance. But as for Rashford, I don't have much hope. Like, the manager can only do so much. You can give people a chance, but if they don't take it, there's nothing you can do as a manager. Honestly, there's nothing you can do. Sbuda, my guy, I see you. Congratulations, my brother. Bro, you see, if there's one guy in here who I can't even... I usually like to say City fans have plastic, whatever. I can't cook Sbuda. Sbuda at least is holding it. He has to. I thought by now he would have run away from Man City, but nah. He's showing that he's willing to endure some pains. He's now feeling what we Man United fans have felt for the past couple of years, watching a rubbish team. At least you still have a good manager. You just need to spend another, I don't know, 100 million, 200 million in the summer and try and get some players. Easy. But anyways, Tebza says, Amorim mumbled a lot. He mumbled a lot of things, but didn't badmouth them. He even said they trained well. Strange, isn't it? Okay, strange, isn't it? Yeah. Look, but then, look, again, I didn't watch the pre-match interview, so I can't say, I didn't see his body language and things like that. But I rate that. The fact that you're saying that he didn't badmouth them, and he even said that they trained well. I think, personally, as a Man United fan, I think you either know this or you've been living under a rock. But what I think is the whole thing about leaking team news. I think that's the reason why they're not part of the training squad, because other people have said Garnacho leaks has been the leaking up our starting 11. Other people have said sometimes he tells his brother Roberto, and Roberto goes and tells people or goes and tweets about it. And then other people have said Rashford has been the one to do it. So I think it's probably got to do with that. With Garnacho, I definitely think it's about the leaks. The news that he's the leak. I think it's about it's with regarding to that. With Rashford, he's been rubbish. He's been absolutely rubbish. And we all saw the news during the week that apparently United are looking to sell him. So maybe he's not okay. I don't know, because I remember I saw a video the day after we beat Victoria Pleasant in the Europa League. I saw a video online on Twitter of Rashford basically just lying down like so. Not lying though, he was in the team bus, but he had the hoodie up, and he just had his head down. It didn't look okay, so maybe he's stressed. Maybe Amorim decided, you know what, let me give this guy a day off. Maybe he's not okay. Maybe he needs to just refocus, get out of the whole situation. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So I don't want to talk as if I do know what else I know. I don't know anything about it. So what I will say is that Rashford is not playing well. And I think at this point, it's not just about Man United, but also about Rashford. It's best to part ways. It's like being in a relationship which is not working, guys. You can tell you've been trying to make things work, but it's just not working. It's best to go your separate ways. So I think Rashford needs to be sold. However, what I will say is, do not, Man United, do not sell Marcus Rashford to a big six side. In fact, don't sell him to an English side. Sell him abroad. Sell him to a PSG, a Juve, an AC Milan, and Inter, someone like that. Let him go there, or even a team in Germany, maybe Bayern, Dortmund, someone like that. But don't sell him. Don't do what we did with Sancho, because now he's gonna. Imagine we sell Rashford, right? We can all admit as Man United fans, he's been rubbish. In the past couple, maybe 2-3 years, he's been rubbish. However, if you sell him to an Arsenal, all of a sudden he starts cooking for Arsenal, and he actually pushes them over to win the Premier League title. Imagine watching Rashford lifting the Premier League title in an Arsenal kit or a Chelsea kit. It would sting. Like, sometimes what people need to understand is that players are good and good enough, but for whatever reason it just doesn't work at a certain club, and they need to go their separate way and try and start a new life for themselves away from what they know. And in this case, in Rashford's, it would be Man United. He needs to leave. I think him leaving Man United would help him, because clearly it's just not working. It's not working with Iran. He doesn't look happy. He looks frustrated. The fans are on his back. The club is apparently looking to sell him. Just sell him. If possible, sell him now in January. Get rid. And then let's go get someone else to replace him. That's what I would say. That's honestly what I would say. But anyways, as I was saying, I think Chelsea might be winning. It's 21:53. So second half is probably going to be starting in the next 7 minutes. So I'm going to wrap up the video. Maybe another 5 minutes and then I'm going to leave. But basically, Chelsea, for me, if they win tonight, which I expect them to win, like I said, I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna win, and they're gonna go 2 points behind Liverpool, and it will be time to actually have proper conversations on Chelsea Football Club, because they are definitely in a title race. Whether they want to admit it or not, they are in a title race. So it's a matter of them owning up to it and not bottling it. I mean, Liverpool are starting to drop points, so who knows? Maybe they fall out of the title race. Maybe they, I don't know. But my point is, there's a gap there. There's a chance for Chelsea to win the league title now. There genuinely is. So let's see what happens. Apart from Chelsea, who else is there? Chelsea, not Chelsea. City lost. Arsenal drew. Liverpool drew. So yeah, it's definitely a must-win, man. It's a big chance for Chelsea to open the gap between them and City and Arsenal, and to close the gap between them and Liverpool. So yeah, I think I've covered all the big sides. Oh, Spurs are also playing right now. I mean, I say big sides. Excuse me, Spurs are not necessarily a big side, but they are considered to be part of the big six. I don't even know why, because they don't win anything. They don't challenge for anything. They can't even win a mere Carabao Cup, and I hope we smash them this coming week in the Carabao Cup. We're at their home ground. Hopefully we go and win. But yeah, I think I've covered all the big sides. Spurs probably winning as well today. They play against Southampton, who are bottom of the table. So if they lose to Southampton, it might be time to talk about sacking Ange Postecoglou, because I think even the most staunch and most positive Tottenham supporter, even they could admit that, you know what, Spurs are not playing well right now, and it might be time to move on. The only question is, you sack Ange Postecoglou, who do you even go and get? Graham Potter? Thomas Frank from Brentford? I don't know. Who would Spurs even go and get? Iraola from Bournemouth? Maybe? I don't know. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is free. Doesn't have a job, Spurs. Maybe go get Solskjaer. They'll have you playing counter-attacking football, and maybe you can win. And also, I've been seeing this very disturbing rumor about Man United being linked with flipping Heung-min Son. Stay away from that guy. He's finished. I hope we're not serious about looking at Heung-min Son. He's not good enough. Well, he was. He was a world-class player about 2 seasons ago. He's finished now. There's nothing there. Let's stop this thing. Even if they offer him to us on a free, do not take him. I know he's currently better than what we currently have, like the likes of Garnacho, Rashford. He's better than them. Anthony, he's better than them. But he's definitely not better than Amad Diallo. And I think he's on the decline. So stay away from Heung-min Son. We already have enough Deadwood old guys who are here to get their pension and leave. So let's not add to that list. Let's just not do that. But anyways, I think, as I said, Man United won. Manchester is red. What else is there to say? Ruben Amorim, my manager. We've got a very tricky run of games coming up. We've got Spurs away, Liverpool away, Arsenal away. Well, we had City away. We've just won that one. We've got Newcastle away. We've got Wolves and who else? I can't remember who else, but we've got 2 winnable Premier League games coming up. But then from there it's Newcastle, Arsenal, City. No, Newcastle, Arsenal, Liverpool. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. So we just have to hang in there. But in Ruben Amorim, I can't lie, I think we finally have a good manager, and I think this might be the guy to take us back to challenging for titles. Just like Maresca's doing for Chelsea, Amorim might be doing that for us by next year. I'm not saying I don't expect him to do it. I say he might have us challenging, not winning the Premier League, but at least challenging. So let's see what happens. But I believe I've covered all the big six sides, like I said. So thanks to everyone who joined the video. Please, guys, if you didn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Let's get those like numbers up. Click the like button, guys. If you're subscribed, turn on the notifications. That way you know whenever I go live. All that good stuff. When I post a video, live, shorts, everything. I haven't done shorts in a minute, but maybe I should get back to doing shorts. But as I was saying, Man United have won the Manchester derby, the City of Manchester is red. No one can convince me otherwise. Ruben Amorim is my guy. But yeah, man, it's just a minute before Chelsea second half goes off, so I need to go watch that game. I need to go watch the second half. I want to see if they're going to cook something up. For those who aren't aware, I'd rather have Chelsea win the Premier League title than Liverpool or Arsenal. Talk less of City. I don't like Chelsea. Their fans are very annoying. They're very loud. They're all over. When you go to work, you find them. When you go to school, you find them. When you go to the shops, you find them. But I'd rather have Chelsea winning over Arsenal or Liverpool. So hopefully Chelsea get their act together, second half, and they cook. But yeah, if you haven't already, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Wait, as I'm going, Tebza decided to send another message. He says, you forgot Villa. Bro, Villa ain't doing nothing. Wait, what is that? Villa's not going to do anything. I told you, Tebza. Villa's not going to do anything. Did they win yesterday? They even lost to Forest. When last did Aston Villa win again? When last did Aston Villa win again? I can't remember. I told you no one to make top 4. You were telling me Villa gonna make top 4. Villa gonna make top 4. When last did they win a Premier League match? If they have won a Premier League match, it's probably one out of the last 5 or 6. They're not getting top 4. Trust me. They're not even gonna get top 6. Villa will struggle. Trust me, they will not get top 6. Forget top 4. They won't even get top 6. So, it is what it is, man. Good evening, what's his name? Unai Emery. Good manager. Good players. Duran, that left foot of his, very good player. So the bullet header he scored against Forest, but again, they bottled it. They could have easily lost the game 3-1, but they were lucky the first goal which Forest scored was ruled to be offside by VAR. Apart from that, they deserve to win the game over Villa because Villa were not doing anything. But yeah, man, as I told you, Villa are not gonna do anything. If anything, a team which kind of looks like it might be getting back up, it's Newcastle, because they're starting to win games now. They're starting to win their games, and it's like a situation whereby they're getting into form at the right time. As always, Man United just have this bad luck whereby we always seem to play clubs or teams. A team could be on a very bad run of fixtures, right, or a very bad run of form. But when Man United comes up, all of a sudden they pick up the form and they start playing well, which is very annoying because now we have to deal with the rejuvenated version of that side instead of the rubbish side that everyone was peppering and mooring week in, week out. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Look, we'll see how the season goes. My prediction is Ruben Amorim will win us the Europa League. I genuinely think with the best side, at least on paper, not on form, but on paper. And I believe you guys understand what I mean. On paper, Manchester United's squad might just be the best squad of all the teams in the Europa League. Not in the whole of Europe, but in the Europa League. We might have the best squad, and I think we might have the best manager in Amorim. Maybe I'm jumping the gun, I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and back my manager. I know some of the people are not necessarily convinced on Amorim just as yet. I was even seeing one of the mates on one of the group chats today talking about we need to bring back, we need to bring back Ruud van Nistelrooy because apparently Amorim is not doing anything. I'm like, bro, relax. Amorim will cook. Just give him time. He will definitely cook. This club will get back to where it belongs. And Ruben Amorim will be the reason for that. Just give it time. You get what I'm saying? Rajat V says, shout out my guy Rajat. He's one of those guys who've been watching me streaming for a very long time. Back when I had 17 subscribers, Rajat was watching my channel. So big up to yourself, Rajat. He says, you're happy, bro, today. You've got, what? You're happy today. You show them flames or what? Onana slightly goalie. Onana's an alright goalie. Look, Onana's an alright goalie. He's been one of our best performing players this season. However, the past 2 games, excluding today's game against City, the past 2 games, he's been showing us he's got the bozo gene in him. Well, we've always known that, but he's been exposing himself. Giving away stupid goals, making away silly fouls. It's just, I'll never trust him. I want a keeper whom I can trust. That if a big boy striker goes one-on-one, my keeper's going to make something, going to make a play. Whether he saves it with his arm, his hand, his leg, his foot, whatever, it doesn't matter. The important thing, or the bottom line, is keeping the ball out of the net for the goalkeeper. And Onana, for me, He scares me, like I keep saying. I can't rely on him. I feel like he's always a moment away from making a stupid mistake and costing us a big game. So he's another one who I think we need to move on from. Not this season, because we've got bigger problems we need to address in the squad. We need to get. I personally believe we need two wing backs. We need a left wing back and a backup wing back to Jallo, a right wing back. Some might even say we need 3 wing backs. Maybe we need 2 wing backs, 2 left wing backs, because we don't have one right now. Shaw is definitely not going to be able to do the left wing role. He's a good left back and he's a good left centre back. He can do that job. But the left wing back going up and down the pitch with this injury record, I don't see Luke Shaw being able to do it. It's too much for him. So maybe go get 2. That's what we need. We need 2 left wing backs, and we actually need a 1 backup right wing back, because we only have 1 recognized wing back at this club, and that's Musa Mazraoui. The rest of them, no. Jallo is failing at that, even though I rate him. He's failing at the wing back role. Shaw's not a wing back. Malacia just came back from injury. He's looked alright, but he's looked very rusty, which is to be understandable. The guy's been out of football for over 1 year, 4 months, or 5 months, something ridiculous like that. So I understand Malacia. But people like Jallo are just playing rubbish. Shaw can't do the role. I think he's even injured again, if I'm not mistaken. So I think go get Amorim 2 left wing backs, 1 right wing back, maybe 2 centre backs, 2 centre backs. Just sort out the defense, basically. 2 left wing backs, 1 right wing back, 2 centre backs. Maybe that's what I've mentioned. 2 plus 3 plus 2. I've mentioned about 5 players. Get him 5 defenders. We do play a back 5 after all. Get him 5 defenders, 2 centre backs and 3 wing backs, and I think we'll be good. Get him those 5 players. Maybe also get him a number 9. I forgot. A number 9. I don't rate Rasmus Højlund. I know Tibbs is a big fan of Højlund. I don't rate him at all. At all. I think he'll score goals for us, but I'll never be convinced about his ball playing ability, his ball striking ability, his finishing techniques, his ability in the or lack thereof in the air. I just don't think he's all that. So maybe go get the first signing United should be making in the summer is Victor Gyökeres. Bring Gyökeres in, give him the number 9. Let him be my main number 9. A proper gunman, a guy who knows, who's clinical and lethal, and who knows how to score goals for a club. He knows Amorim's system like the back of his hand. He's played in it. He's got lots of goals in that system. So bring him in. Maybe he can help Amorim. Bring me that number 9. Give me a number 9, 3 wing backs, and 2 centre backs. Midfield and the 2 10s, we can sort that out moving forward. But for now, back Amorim. Maybe in the January summer, you're obviously not going to bring too many signings, but what you can do in the January signings summer, in the January window, is even if you can't sign big boy players or big name players like your, I don't know, the same way we signed what's his name, Bruno in the January window. We signed Liverpool signed Van Dijk in the January window. You can make big boy signings. However, it's rare. It's very rare that you sign a big name player in the January window. So I'd say go get Gyökeres, who's the top player, and he'd know the position. Go get Gyökeres. Go get 3 fullbacks and get 2 centre backs. You know. As for the goalkeeper, we can sort him in that other summer 2026. By then, we would have at least built a squad in Amorim's image. Then we can just put the cherry on top by getting a goalkeeper. But Rajat says, what goalkeeper will Man United look at? Flecken, Kova, Verbruggen, Vitek? No. None of those goalkeepers should be keepers we're looking at, bro. This is Man United, not flipping Tottenham. We can't be looking at the guys like Flecken and Kova and flipping Verbruggen. No. We need to do better. If it means go get an unknown goalkeeper elsewhere, so be it. But don't go get these bums from guys like Brentford and flipping Brighton. No. And not to say that you can't get players from Brighton and Brentford. You can get them and it can work. But you need to get established players, especially when the goalkeeper. Get a proper goalkeeper, not those guys. Rajat says that I want Pedro Goncalves, Kenda, and obviously Victor Gyökeres to join. Yeah, Kenda would be ideal. If anything, I would like for United to push and go sign Kenda now in the January market. However, apparently we can't. Whatever rule means that we can't actually go sign Kenda in the January market because He's not 18 yet. I believe he's still about. Is he not 17? I think he's still about 17 or something like that. So he hasn't actually signed a professional contract with Sporting, if I'm not mistaken. So there's some technicalities around that. But maybe United should try and find a loophole around that. Let's see if we can get it. I don't know. But basically, Kenda would be one of my favorites for the right wing slot. Gyökeres is a must at this point. I don't think it's a maybe. We should be going for Victor Gyökeres in the summer. Let's just hope and pray that no one signs him in the January window, because I'm seeing Arsenal fans complaining a lot that they don't have a proper striker, and Gyökeres is there. He's got a release clause. It's just that it's a lot. I think it's about 100 million euros. So I don't know if Arsenal are willing to pay that, but if they pay it, they might end up signing him now in January. So I hope that doesn't happen, and maybe we go and sign him come the end of the season and the summer. But yeah, Rajat again says, Dan Ashworth said Victor Gyökeres of... Oh, he sold Victor Gyökeres of Brighton to bring in Evan Ferguson. What the F is that deal? To be fair, Evan Ferguson is a bad boy. Proper number 9. Proper striker. Very good. He reminds me of a young Harry Kane. The only problem with Evan Ferguson is he's too injury prone. His injury record is horrendous, guys. Horrendous. I remember we were being linked with Ferguson about 2 years ago. But then Brighton slapped a £100 million price tag on him. They knew we wouldn't pay it, so we left him alone. We didn't pay it. Rightfully so, because he's been crippled by injuries in the past couple of seasons. So the deal, I understand. Gyökeres wasn't necessarily pulling out trees in the Premier League. However, he's gone to... Also, it wasn't in the Premier League. I think it was in the Championship. So he's now gone to Sporting and he's cooking the Champions League, which is good for him. But let's see if we can get him. Let's see if we can get him in the summer. Need to get one backup quality defensive midfielder with Casemiro. With Casemiro, leave backup to Ugarte. And then he goes on to say that if Manchester City get Gyökeres, Man City is definitely resurging back-to-back winning Premier League titles. Damn. Yeah, I don't think they'll get Gyökeres though, to be honest. I don't. I know they're interested in him. There's rumors that they're trying to sign him, but I don't think they'll get him. I definitely don't think they'll get him. But yeah, man. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks to everyone who's joined. Rajat, my guy, please hit the like button. I know you subscribed already. Subscribe to the hit the like button. And to everybody else, I hope that you guys have enjoyed the stream. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Also, please hit the like button if you're still watching now. You don't have to have been watching it live, but just the fact that you've joined, thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for spending your time with me. I'm also about to go now. I have to go watch the second half for Chelsea. I hope that they win, because for the rest of the season, I need Chelsea to win this league title. I need Chelsea to win this league title, so for the rest of the season, I'll be backing them. Because I'm not going to have Arsenal or Liverpool winning it. I just can't. Arsenal fans are too loud. Liverpool is just Liverpool. They're fucking annoying. So I can't have them winning anything. So hopefully Chelsea save us and they win this league title. But again, like I said, to everyone who joined the channel, who joined the video or the stream, thank you so much for joining the stream. I hope you've liked the video, and I also hope you subscribe to the channel. So yeah, man, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I think I'm going to go watch the Chelsea game. I'm rambling out, repeating myself. Shout out Rajat, shout out Devza, shout out everyone who joined, shout out Aruka, Kelia, everybody. Peace. I'll see you guys. Let me go watch the Chelsea game. I'm out.